Headlock Escapes. Very practical. If you happen to get into a real situation, a real grappling situation, whether that's a fight or a backyard tussle when people have had too much beer at the barbecue, it is very common for people to grab your head and try to crush it. So especially bodybuilders, that's the first thing they'll gravitate towards. They'll grab your head and then squeeze it for all they're worth. So it's important to know how to escape a hold like that. TJ has me in a headlock. Now I need to use all the tools at my disposal. So because he's not grabbing my arm as if he would in a kesagatame or a scarf hold, I have this available. So what I do is I frame my arm. I take my forearm, put it against his face, reinforce by putting it on my wrist. I don't want to put it on my hand, on my wrist. Now I move my hip out, push his head down, and then meet him with my leg as I come over into a chokehold position. TJ's got me. I push, I reinforce. I move my hip out. Then I push down slightly as my leg comes up, trying to hook not on his face, but actually grab around his neck. From here, I cross my ankles. I can squeeze and extend for a choke. Then I can also come up on my elbow, bring my knee behind, and sit back for the arm lock. TJ has me in the headlock. I need to bridge to be able to reverse the positions. First step is hooking his leg with my leg. So I come close to him, hook his leg so he's not able to escape, take my foot, bridge as my shoulder bridges up. It's important to also drive with your shoulder down as you're getting the final kimura. As you grab his wrist, be sure to drive your shoulder down into his shoulder. It's always two-way motion that makes the lock effective. Now TJ's going to have that headlock on me, and sometimes we're not able to access our leg to hook it. So what we want to do is just turn over. We don't want to be on our back. We need to get control of that elbow, turn over to our knees, and then dump our opponent exactly where we were. Once I'm in the headlock, it's important to grab the lat. I need something to pull him down with. I move my hips away, kick my leg up, pull my elbow in. Once I get this elbow underneath me, then I rotate TJ into the position where I was. So where my feet are now, I move them out of the way, put him down. He's still holding on. I clear, put my leg over, forearm on the face, try to touch the ground here. Once that pops out, I have the arm, and they can swing right to the elbow. So very similar to headlock escapes are kesa escapes. Kesa is short for kesagatame, which is a scarf hold in judo, where you have the head and their arm, and they're controlling your tricep. So this can be very difficult to escape from, unless you know how to push and pull just right. TJ has me in kesa. This can be crushing, especially if you get caught under a judo player, and they know how to use this well. It's almost impossible to escape against somebody very, very high level. So you have to get them to off-balance themselves. So I'm not going to just pull TJ. I'm unable to extract my elbow by pulling it back because he's holding it. So what I need to do is actually push into him. I'm going to push into TJ. He pushes back. Then I bridge straight up and then turn the corner, and we've reversed the position. I want to take a second and talk about bridging. Bridging is extremely important, but it's important to bridge properly. I don't want to do a directly lateral bridge where if I'm on my back, I'm pulling him over to the side. A lot of torsional stress here, you can really mess up your ribs. Trust me on that. So what you want to do instead is always bridge onto your shoulders, not to your neck, onto your shoulders, and then at the apex of your bridge, that's when you turn and face your opponent. So it's important to not pull sideways, but always off balance or weight. Imagine the weight is here. As you bridge up, gravity takes over, it slides it down toward your chest. Much easier to move around and pivot. Here I am in the wrestler's cradle. Not so good. He's hooking a leg. I can't turn into him. I can't do a side mount escape from here. It's not going to work. So what I need to do is double up my power. I need to cross my ankles, push on my knee, and then reinforce my palm with my other palm. So I'm here. Now, if I just push, it's not going to be enough. I need a little bit of surprise. I need a little bit of rhythm. So I might go bop, bop, bop. Or strong, relax, and then do it suddenly. But you need a little bit of surprise. If you tip him off by going slow and then increasing pressure, he has the opportunity to match that. So here, pressure, relax, pressure. Then I push off from my elbow and face my opponent.